What is up, everybody? How's it going? This is so iconic to me. This was my. Let's hope everything sounds great. I just realized that was pretty far away. This was my first. Okay, this was my first. I had this collection as a kid, so this was my first real exposure to the Mario world. We had Mario Brothers 1 on the NES, but that was kind of before I really got into playing video games. So, okay, hopefully the battery doesn't die on me. If it does, I will just switch over to Switch. Nice. Oh man. I apologize, but I just got to sit back and enjoy this. So this game is as old as I am, just to kind of give you guys a reference to my age. But anyway. Welcome to this dinosaur land. In this strange land, we find that the Princess Toadstool is missing again. Looks like Bowser is at it again. Okay, I'm gonna pull these off because I don't think I need them anymore. So, yeah, this was when Princess Peach was known as Princess Toadstool, but obviously Bowser's got his name. Now, as much as I love this game, I will admit I'm not the best at it, but so what's cool is this will just stomp them out, see? You gotta slide, like, how can you not love this game? Especially, like, imagine going from these, oh, mistime that one. Imagine going from the NES and playing the great Super Mario Brothers 3, and then be like, hey, there's this game. I mean, this looks easily 10 times better than Super Mario Brothers 3. That's so fun. And we got this. I don't know, I'm getting extra lives whenever I, So... I don't know, I've always loved this like, I mean, this world. No pun intended there, but the Super Mario Brothers world. Okay, so that's what happens. I've always loved this world. Like, it's always been very imaginative, and I would love to see a modern game with these kind of amazing backgrounds. Great. Okay, I think I know what I did wrong. Let me check something real fast. Yeah, it's getting laggy. You know what? I bet I know it's this. Yeah, yep. Guys, I apologize. I will be right back. Perfect. Okay, so for some reason, and maybe somebody who knows more about streaming can explain this to me, but if I stream at 60 FPS, the streaming software and YouTube don't like that. So I have to stream at 30 FPS. Oh. I like the fireball, but, I mean... Okay, first of all, one thing I've noticed about this game is they don't introduce the cape until the second level, like the second world. I'm going to try to play as much as I can tonight. I get through as much as I can, but I'm struggling. So, like, what an upgrade from Mario Brothers 1. In Mario Brothers 1, they had to, like, reuse the bushes and the cloud sprite. They're the same, to save space. In fact, modern Mario logos are hundreds of times bigger in size than the original Mario Brothers game. That game is incredible if you look at the kind of technology they used for it. Yeah, I'm gonna die a lot, by the way. I said I love this game. I'm not great at it. I'm worse at this game than I am on Mega Man, so... Yoshi there? Good. Nintendo. These little holes are just... They're funny. And... By the way, you're seeing here what the Switch Palace does. It's pretty cool. Although I think I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna get as far as I can in this game. By the way, like without doing anything silly and cheap. Oops. Oh. There we go. Oh, come on. Missed it by a pixel. Oh. And let me get this. Alrighty. Like these hills made out of chocolate, and this is white chocolate. How cool is that? I don't know. I need to quit trying to get these dinosaur coins because I'm gonna miss them. Also, what's cool if you've never seen this played before, well, is the red shells. Boom, fire. Of course, the middle one despawns. Oh, that's janky. There's been controversy about like Mario punching Yoshi to make him use his tongue, which Nintendo has confirmed that is definitely like a punch. Because some people are like, no, he's pointing. So I've always imagined it. I always knew he was hitting him, but I've always imagined it's kind of like the way you would like kick a horse. You tap it to let it know that you wanted it to go in forward or in one direction. I think you use the reins to guide it, but you would use your feet to tell the horse to go. Man, it'd be dead without those switches. Well, I got him, so. I've always wondered, like, that Starbox, like, what in the world? I think it only appears a couple of times in the game, and it gives you a coin. I'm sure somebody knows that again, but I don't. So I was able to get my PS4 to find the DLC for Bloodborne, so that's going to resume this week. I was hoping to have Bloodborne beaten before November, but that's not going to happen now. Well, obviously, we're 7 days into November, so it's definitely not happening before November, but hopefully, with any luck, we'll have the game beaten before November of next year, right? Oh boy. Ooh. Oh, come on. Well. Oh. So does this do anything? Nope. Okay. Again, these are like chocolate mountains in the background. How, Yeah, no, it gives me an extra life. It does, but like, I don't know. To me, that's just an extra thing to do, I guess. If I don't go out of my way to get the dinosaur coins, I'm not gonna go out of my way. I should say, like it, you know. I don't know. Do I sound okay? So Yoshi is afraid of castles. This is... Thank you. I like how Mario just goes up and goes, "Open sesame." Doot. I'm gonna send these guys to the lava below, just to show how mean I am. Oops. Also, this cool. This is showing off Mode 7, by the way. Mode 7 is a something that Nintendo advertised. They had it to where you could rotate background sprites, which was something that wasn't done before this. The Genesis definitely couldn't do it. And you get some really cool effects, especially like in games like F-Zero and Mario Kart. That's how they were able to make those games. Because the racing games on the Nintendo Entertainment System, you essentially were just racing straight, and they would use perspective to try to show you like where the cars were. Whereas in Mario Kart and F-Zero, you could go around the course. Oh. Well, I just walked right into that guy. These cutscenes are great too. This is a demented Iggy Koopa in the castle number 1. Rescued Yoshi's friend who is still trapped in the egg. Together now they travel to Donut Land. See, imagine Mario Odyssey, but set in this world, like with these awesome backgrounds. How cool would that be? Oh well. Okay, and this is what I was talking. Oh well. Whoops. So. Oh. Flying Koopas. What a cool. Well. Come back, Yoshi. No, the baseballs are just like, no! There we go. Alright. Have a good night. Good night, G-Man. Good night, Olivia. Love you both. Man, I cannot keep Yoshi today. Okay, I'm gonna put Yoshi up here in hopes of not dying. And then I died. Okay, that's okay. This is absolutely my favorite theme, and probably one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's probably my favorite theme in video games, just in general. Like, this is just such a good theme. Oh. Okay, I kind of disagree with that one, but some people can keep the flying going indefinitely in the game. I am not that good. Oh. I would be not happy with myself if I would have. This is another great piece, by the way. The I just moonwalked into the pipe. Oh. Oh, hey, look, Yoshi. Oh, come on. I managed to beat the level and then not get any, not to get the mushroom or Yoshi back. Oh, that's great. Okay, so these little portals here that have the red show you that there's 2 exits. Now I couldn't get to the other exit in the first level because you need to have the green switch pressed to do that. Oh, I was deliberately putting that down so I didn't hit it. Oh, come on. Those beetles will come out with those shells eventually, by the way. Man, I am really rusty. I've always been... I've always had a hard time with timing. So, yeah. I will do that a lot, by the way. But yeah, this, I like how the game gives you some visual clues on, like, the secrets. I hate it when there are secrets in games that the game itself doesn't give you any indication of. And a good example of that, by the way, would be Ryu's Fireball in Mega Man X. I do not know how anybody was expected to find that without help. And that might have been the point. Maybe it was like a deal with Nintendo Power or something. You know, big Nintendo Power, they came over to Capcom and they were like, hey, put a secret in there that people need to buy our magazine to find. Wahahaha. You know, something like that. But I really don't know, like, how anybody would be expected to discover that secret. Oh, this is a fun category to watch people speedrun. I really do enjoy the no cape runs. Just says ghost house written above it. Just like, sure. Oof. Way to do it. 180 right in the middle of the jump. Did you guys ever hear about the secret of the well, not the secret, the origin story of the booze? During Mario Brothers 3, the team was working. The team was working incredible hours. Like they were in the crunch of making the game, of making Mario. You know, Mario Brothers 3. They were working long hours. Okay, there's okay, it might be something over here, or do I just have to hit the switch? Oh, come on. Oh. Anyway, so the developer, nope. Oh, that was it. Okay. The developer came home to his wife, who is known for being extremely quiet and shy, and she knew everybody on the team. So, but she yelled at her husband because he was not, you know, he was spending 80 hours at work and, you know, 100 hours at work. And so they based the boo off of her because she's normally so shy and backwards. That's one of my favorite stories. Also, Koji Kondo, the guy who composed the music in these games and Mario. Oof. He would listen to these tracks for like hours on repeat, just to make sure it wasn't tedious. Cool. I actually don't think I hit the jump button. I'll have you know. Well, I have to actually get good at the game. Or just go back and get a cave, but I'm not going to do that. Oh. I like the way that Koopa Troopas look like they're just walking on the air, in the air. I know it's probably because of saving time and animation and all that, but very cool. Like I like it. It's almost like they have to kind of do that to convince themselves to fly. Let's see what the speaker says here in a second. Oh wait, that's right, you don't walk off the edge. Oh yeah. This is great. Like, that just tells you that's something that you need in video games. Is the ability to move the screen. Like, especially in platformers. Oof. I told you guys my internal timing is not good. But yeah, Koji Kondo would just listen, I think for 4 hours sometimes. I mean, just incredibly long periods of time, just to make sure the music didn't get tedious on repeat. And I mean, that paid off. Because I can listen to my music all day and not get tired of it. Oof. Fuzzies. Fuzzies. I don't know if that's actually what they're called in this game, but in Paper Mario, they're called fuzzies, and they like to steal Koopa shells. Someday. Oh boy. Hey, at least I made progress, and then immediately lost my power up. That's how you game. You make the game hard on yourself. Oh, come on. Alright. So, are these the same? Okay. So I think this one is this. Nope. Is this one? And then. Nope. Okay. I could, well, I'm trying to scroll the screen over, but it's not wanting to work. See, here's another one of these, and it's a coin. So, I'll have to look that up, because I'm actually legitimately curious now. Okay, so... Ah, come on. Oh, one mushroom at least. Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, and look. Okay, sure, I'll take that one, I guess. Poor Koopas. See, when people... I love Mario Maker and Mario Maker 2, by the way. But when people say you could just recreate any Mario game, that's not true. You can't do stuff like that. I wish you could. I wish they would make Mario games where you could recreate one for one every other Mario game. But there's just... Oh, come on. There's just a little bit of difference, is it? Oh. Can I say it looks like Goomba, Mr. Goomba there's having a bad day. All that, and I still lost it. Oh, there must have been a pipe. Yes, I know. I don't know where all the secrets are. But this is still the best Mario game. Oh boy. How's that for perfect timing? This is the best Mario game. Dies immediately. Oh, well that worked. Man, Yoshi just like stomps these guys into nothing. Oh. Also, the parachuting Goombas. Brilliant concept, by the way, game. Love it. Love it, Nintendo. So, I think I'm gonna play Mario 64 on this game, on this tune, because I have some complaints about Mario 64. But it's the greatest free platformer of all time. One of the greatest games of all time. No. I mean, if it's your favorite, that's fine. But no, it's really not. So I'll play through it and I'll talk about my complaints when I do. But I also plan on touching on Mario Sunshine. And I have not played Mario Sunshine since I was a teenager. Well, probably more than that. I think I was like 12 or like 13. So it's been a long time. Let's see. The mini swamps. See? Oh. Well, I thought I stopped in time, but I guess I didn't. So you couldn't create this room in Super Mario Maker and Mario Maker 2 even. And I like that in Mario Maker 2 they brought worlds in, but it literally needed to be more than what it was. It was just a way to loosely connect your levels. Hey, Drybone. Oh yeah. You know what game is hard and I'll probably play is Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. That game's graphical style is like, hey, this is a kiddie game, but then you play it and it's like easy. Primrose are ended, baby. Well, it's gonna look cool there. Do you yield? Ooh. Mario just about got like he was so close to becoming extremely thin. He was almost a Mario sandwich. Oh, come on. I feel like I feel like they grease the edges of the edges of those blocks sometimes. Oof. Oof. Come on. I was hitting the jump button, guys. Don't know what else I could do. I know what I could do. I could die. Right at the end. I'm good at video games. Question is, do I die more in this or Bloodborne? Bloodborne. You know, at least Bloodborne doesn't have any insta-kills. That is the nice thing about the game. I'm looking forward to getting back into it. I'll probably like be worse than normal for a day or two because it really seems like it takes you a little bit to get into the like flow of the game. By the way, I like the way these things get. Like, look at that. He has like, he's squinting one eye like, don't you dare come near me. And in that moment, I lost my power up. Although, he kind of turned around on me when I was trying to jump on his back. He was like, nope. I don't think so. Just notice, look at all those windows back there. I mean, that kind of defeats the dirty dank castle, doesn't it, with all the windows? Well, just the ability to let your character look up. That's just fun. Mario's hard-headed. Come on. Ah, boy. This is the same guy who managed to beat the speed tunnel in Battletoads. I need to buy a new NES or new to me NES controller because my NES controllers are stiff. Like the buttons are the connect. I might even see if maybe my friend can fix that. Because if I try to fix things like that, I usually break them. Anyway, because I would love like to beat Battletoads, like legitimately beat the game. I know it's possible, but it'd be fun. Also, I'm thinking about playing through some of my favorite games. And one of those games is Kingdom Hearts. Oh, 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite of the series. Just so you know. Let's see. Let's see if I can not die this time. Oh, you know what? That's a mistake. See? I'm learning. And then I immediately waste time. I don't know, Dry Bones have always been one of my favorite Mario enemies. Their design's really cool. A skeleton. A Koopa, a Skeлекoopa. Okay, I remember this guy. Oh, and I could just totally miss. Okay, so go here, then jump. Oh, come on. There we go. The squash and stretch animations are good. Oh, come on. Although, his walking animation's hilarious. He's just like, I'm gonna move my feet. He's got like some sort of old, like, he's got some sort of joint pain. Like, so this is the only way he can He reminds me of that guy from the I Am the Very Ideal of a Major and Modern General, I think is the song. Just the way he walks, it just reminds me of that. It's great. And he just disappears in the nothingness. Bowser, bad news. Mario's killed another one of your sons. First one he threw in lava. The second one he just sent to another void. Void. Morton Koopa Jr. of Castle Number 2 is just a memory. The next area is the underground Vanilla Dome. The Vanilla Dome. It's like the Thunder Dome, but made out of vanilla. What trap awaits Mario in this new world? What will become of Princess Toadstool? By the way, every time you have Yoshi, here, see, you hear that? Oh, come on. No. All that working. I guess I could have gotten that switched over, but it's too late now. So the point I was making, though, is, oh, come on, game. Oh. Let's find out what's over here. Well, I guess I'm going with the fireball after all. So yeah, that would have given you the, well... Well, at least I didn't throw that Yoshi down the ditch. I'm not going to go too far down this road, I'm just having fun. So... I think they, well, they were thinking under normal circumstances you would only find this after you've gotten the red switch. But then I'm pretty sure they knew about that, where you could just use Yoshi to get up there. They're just like, hey, if the player's good enough to figure it out, good for them. Yeah, my timing is impeccable. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I mean, admit it. If you were... First time I think that's ever happened to me. If you were like one of Bowser's minions and you knew that Mario could just jump on you and you would disappear, you wouldn't die, you would disappear. Like, you just poof, gone. Would you fight Mario? I wouldn't fight him. Okay, question. Nope, okay. Wait, can I get the spring? Because in Mario Maker, that's a valid strategy. I was hoping... Okay. Oh. I know, game. I'm just messing around. Oh, so this brings... What did I win? I know where that leads to. I'd rather not go. I mean, like, I'm struggling on this basic game stuff. Do you think I'd really survive in the special worlds? Okay, game? What is the point of holding a shell if the guy can walk right through it? I'm sure if I looked at that footage, I'd probably see where I messed up. Okay, this time, I'm going to do the game the intended way. Well, they're both intended. I'm going to do it the, not Secret Star pathway. I love the Star Road, by the way. It's really cool. And then the tubular, special worlds, I guess. This was the first Mario game to really incorporate that philosophy, where it was like the Mario levels themselves throughout the game wouldn't be very challenging, and then as you would play them, well, as you'd play the special levels, then you'd have a challenge. Like those would be hard, and that's really cool. I love that like design philosophy. Don't know if I did that right or not, but oh. I'm just gonna take the 5 and run. Speaking of like just great games, by the way, Vanilla Secret 1. I'm going to play for the Donkey Kong Country series on this channel, and I cannot wait. Okay, so we're gonna hit you. Okay. I thought I'd line that shot up. And Ratchet and Clank, the first 3, like definitely will play for those. If I can find a PS3 controller that works, I will play through the PS3 ones as well, and the PS4 and PS5 ones eventually. That's if I ever get a PS5. Kind of on the fence. Bombs. So just wanna... Oh. By the way, bit of a game design tip for people who are making platformers: reward your players for messing around. Like if they're doing something that's funny, think about that. Like, yes, okay. Like, see, I was just messing around with the notes, and I discovered, hey, look, there's a cape. That's really cool. Like, that's a great way to introduce that. See how far this takes me. My friend and I started a challenge. Oh, that's right. The dolphins don't hurt me. My friend and I started a challenge, which we never really got around to completing. But the goal was to see how far we could get into this game without a cape. So the rule was, if you ever got a cape by accident, you had to immediately take damage. And if you couldn't take damage, you had to not use the cape. Like, in any meaningful way. Like, in other words, if you accidentally did that, you were fine. But, what a cool level, by the way. Like, I suck at it, but it's a cool level. Oh, I'm gonna be 1 star away. Oh, it's so cool. Ugh. I actually don't usually take this path when playing the game, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how this goes. That's what I'm here for, though, to experiment around. Very cool. So I've mentioned watching speedruns before. And I'll say that, like, glitched speedruns are fun to watch, but I really prefer, like, the glitchless categories, where it's predominant, and okay, this is where it's predominantly about how good you can execute playing the game as it intended to be played. I know that's, I know that, like, the people who do the glitched runs are skilled. Like, I'm not trying to take that away from them, so please don't take that as... that's one. By the way, again, really cool thing. Like, they tell you, like, you can see that when you pay attention to your environment. Like, the game informs you that that's different, and then it even gives you a little bit of shake. So it's not like a, oh hey, this is going to. It doesn't come out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, I really. I'm not trying to be offensive to people who play the game, like who play glitched categories. Like, that's not my intention at all. Like, you're better than I will ever be, okay? But for me personally, I really enjoy the watching people just destroy the game the way, like using mechanics that are in the game. I mean, sequence breaking doesn't bother me. So, like a Super Metroid run, where they, they do some sequence breaks, that's fine. But it's just really cool to watch people beat the games in ways that, like, just really like the way the game was, the way the designers intended it. I'm sorry, I'm cutting off my thing here, but I just enjoy that. I really enjoy watching people play the game and just play it well. It's a treat to watch. No game. Oh. Oh, that'll help at least. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, I could have. That's me being. It'd be funny if the door opened and Mario just got, like, like a bunch of water came pouring out and just drenching Mario. Yeah, I guess he comes on a pipe, so there's probably just a single room with a pipe. Remember in Super Mario World 2, there's like little shy guys that are operating devices that make those things spin? Just a good touch. Cool touch. I'm looking forward to Super Mario World 2. That game is just hard. Oh, come on. This game isn't really that hard. I'm just not good at it. Those swamps thought they had me, you know? Oh, so that doesn't kill them, okay. Well, at least, I also like to listen to covers of video games, and I wasn't paying attention. I need to quit looking over. Oh, come on. I think it's Family Jewels. Does a great cover of this song. He does it like on a guitar. And it's a metal cover. Just amazing. Okay. Oh, okay. That was not good. I literally... Okay, it's too late for me to see it on the replay, but I literally go and I mean, to my knowledge, it looks like I hit and then like kind of skated around him. Again, people like to grease the edges of stuff. So I'm currently working on a small project that will be different. I'm excited to share that with everybody. But that's going to be coming up in... the announcement for that will be coming up in about a month and some change. Oh, well, about a month and probably about 2 months, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm currently putting all the pieces in place, and I'm looking forward to when that's done. I think that'll make for some exciting content coming up. I'm currently talking to some friends about doing a video series. I have a couple. One video series is about maintaining and cleaning your old video games. I haven't talked to my friend about that yet, but I will be talking to him shortly, and that was dumb. I always feel like he's going to not go up as high. I always overestimate or underestimate how high he's going to go. Down to 6 lives, okay. Anyway, but yeah, so we're going to be talking about that. Here's a pro tip. Don't, like, as much as the meme is blow on the cartridge, that's actually really bad for your cartridges. It corrodes the needles over time. You add extra moisture to the pins, not the needles, the pins. So you don't want to blow on your cartridges. I know, it's weird as somebody who grew up doing it and did that every time. Sometimes I'd blow on the cartridge for good luck too. It's a little weird to not do that. So it's a momentum thing. That's one thing I think I'm having a hard time with is Mario's momentum. Once he gets it, it's hard to stop, which is fine. It's not a bad game design. It just, for me, not wrapping my head around it for some reason. Okay. So I think I'm getting in a hurry too. Okay. These guys should kind of have to be in a bit of a hurry. Okay, see, it bounced me out. Okay, so instead of jumping... Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. Resnar. Coffee went down the wrong side. Butterbridge. I also like how Bowser's building these castles, and he just puts a big old sign like this is castle number 1. And then the Koopas are like, you know, is this really a good like use of our funds to build these giant signs with just one number on it? And Bowser's like, of course. How's Mario gonna know which one to go to if they're not numbered? Oh, come on. One thing that I'm kind of glad to see go away is the life system. The life system is a holdover from the arcade days. Arcades were big since like the 80s, just for some context. So in the 80s, and then with an arcade, you would put a quarter in. That's what I hate about those things. I think you have to hit the jump button right as you're landing on them. I wish you could just hold... Can you hold the jump button? I don't think you can. This is a bad level to experiment on. Anyway, so the arcade games, you would put a quarter in, and you'd get X amount of lives, right? So, that's where the lives come from, was because the person who bought the arcade cabinet needed to justify his purchase. Like, you know, that's electricity, that's expensive. Oh, you can't just hold the jump button. And then you could totally miss like I just did there. Anyway, so yeah, that's, so usually the arcade was programmable to where the owner could set the difficulty so he can make it the game harder to get more quarters. Anyway, just interesting bit of... Oh, okay, I don't know what... I hate that. I was holding the jump button, and it was like, nope, we're just not going to do that. Again, probably my fault, but, you know, frustrating nonetheless. Maybe I... Oh. That was dumb of me. Okay. Oh yeah, I think it was my fault. I think I let go of it at a bad time. Can I get some ones up? Ones up? Oh! I could have gotten a one up there. Anyway, so usually in the arcade games you didn't get... Usually in the arcade days, you didn't get 1-ups. You might have, but they were really hard to get. Can you imagine if video game companies could get away with charging you for lives nowadays? It'd be horrible. I don't think I could play video games if they charged me for a life. It'd be like there's a meme of an Asian woman, and she's like, "Husband, we have no home. You bought." Oh, the one I saw was BattleTech related. Like, you bought mechs, little plastic mechs. She's outside and it's snowing, and she's like, "We have no home because you bought mechs." And with me, it'd be, "Husband, we have no home. You died too many times. You suck at video games." All right, there we go. Oh, come on. Oh, oh. The muscle memory kicked in there. I hate it when I get in these moods. I start dying to the stupidest things, and then it's like, okay. There we go. No. I'm not mad that I lost the mushroom. I thought I was going to die. If I could have gotten that jump off, that would have been legendary. So, mainline Mario series. So only on consoles or Nintendo consoles. That's a platformer. Is there a bad one in the group? There's some ones that are. There's bad players, but so this game believes in one, and then it's done. Okay. So, I guess the question is, oh boy, sorry, the Halo just brought back a memory. The Halo, and it's funny because in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, there's these witch sisters who are one of the bosses. They kidnap and torture a woman for 7 years. And they work for the King of Evil, Ganon. And they've probably done other unspeakable things, right? Well, when you kill them... when you kill them, they have this, like, dialogue as they go up. And, like, there's, a light. And, hold on. They have halos, and there's like they're going up into like and it's like how are you guys going to heaven? You're pretty bad. Like, even if you just believe in, like, it's the afterlife as a karma system. Like, how are you going to heaven? You tortured a woman for 7 years. You worked for Ganon. You enslaved people. You killed Hyrule. Awkward Zombie has a great comic about that. And they're like, 100 years of community service helps out a lot. That's what I was trying to do this whole time. So anyway, my question though, is there a bad mainline Mario game? Oh. I need to quit going for those, but I was hoping to get the extra life. To me, the answer is no. Let's go Super Mario Brothers 1. There's also the Mario Brothers arcade game, which was solid for its time. Still fun to play. It's got a fun 2-player mode. There's Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, which Super Mario Brothers, I mean, it's rougher on the edges nowadays, but it literally revitalized the video game industry, which people thought was dead. Like, when the Atari crashed, Nintendo had a hard time getting its console into stores because of how much money the Atari had lost the stores. Like, it's, there we go. That's just to add insult to injury. So Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers brought that back. That's how good that game was. So that one's not bad. Okay, so one that people will probably say is bad is Super Mario Brothers 2. Because that wasn't the real Super Mario Brothers 2. So, it's not what Mario intended. It's not what Miyamoto intended for Super Mario Brothers 2. No. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, so that was just made for us dumb Americans. So actually, this will actually answer my question, though. There is a bad mainline Mario game, and that is Super Mario Brothers 2. Not ours, Japan's. So that game is hard, but it's not hard because it's designed well. It's hard because it's cheap, and that makes it a bad game, by the way. So in games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls, there are some cheap elements to it, but for the most part, if you pay attention to the game, you can see things coming. Oh, well, there goes that. So I got this horrible scratch in the back. So Bloodborne and Dark Souls is not cheap most of the time. I think there's some cheap elements, but for the most part, it's fine. Oh, I just realized how I could have. That's how I'm supposed to get that coin. Okay. So sure. Okay. But that's gonna be my title of the second one I do on this. I suck at Mario. Anyway, let's put the up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start. Konami code. Okay, so let's. Besides Mario Brothers 2, which I agree with Nintendo not releasing that one in the USA, is there a bad mainline Mario games? Now, I will say that there are some bland ones. Definitely the new Super Mario Brothers series. I don't think those games are great. Oh. So I would say that they're probably my least favorite in the series. but I wouldn't say they were objectively bad games. They're competently designed, and there's some redeeming value. Like they're kind of fun if you're just in the mood for some fun Mario. And then Mario Brothers Wii, and then Wii U Deluxe, and those games. Like if you get the right group of people where you don't mind not making progress in the game. If you want to see how the game plays, play it by yourself. But if you want to get 4 people who just don't mind being total jerks to each other, just, you know, and having fun with it. With me, you just need to let me play by myself, and I'll die enough. But anyway, that's, yeah. If you don't mind Mario Brothers, so I think that's what makes the new Super Mario Brothers on the Wii and the Wii U fun is the multiplayer. I probably actually want to have a night where the goal is just to have as much fun as possible by being total jerks to each other. See if we can beat the game while trying to beat each other. Oh. I can go back down into the cave anytime I want. But you know what? I want to see what... I think this just takes me over. It's just a different path. But it's one I usually don't play when I play for this game. And I don't play for this game enough. I'll admit that. I was making pretty good progress on Mario Brothers 3 back in the day. I don't think I ever actually beat that one. But that's got some challenging levels. And I know about the warp whistles, but I'm just not, like... Ah, boy. I had a friend tell me not to worry too much about this. I'm just sorry. If you're going to be watching the, if you're listening, you're going to be watching the view, like the VOD, you know. Essentially, if I was recording this and not live streaming, I would fast forward for this part. So I don't blame you if you do it. But you know, we could have fun discussions. So I'm gonna go through again, and so I really like the 3D Super Mario 3D Land, whichever one has the Bowser's Fury. I was really enjoying that one. Oh, come on, Chris, play better. But I ended up I haven't beaten it yet, and I kind of want to get the Switch. And my son's almost 6. I think he's at the age where we can really have fun playing together. One of my favorite memories is my son when he was 4. We played through Turtles in Time. He could just hold the controller and grin. He couldn't do a whole lot. He could just walk around and eat pizza. And he would always get the pizza like first. He'd always, even when my health was low, I'm like, don't grab the pizza. He'd grab it and laugh. So that's one of my cherished memories. And Turtles in Time was already one of my favorite games. I beat it with I beat it with my best friend. Like, we beat it together in like an afternoon. Just a tremendously fun game. And oh, come on! These are my fault, by the way. These deaths are my fault. I'm not blaming the game at all. So Turtles in Time, which is a game I plan on playing, but I want to get the Cowabunga collection because of the online aspect of it. And plus, they have the arcade version, which is different, and I watched somebody play through the arcade version, and I think I like the SNES, the Super Nintendo version, better. But I'll get into that later. Anyway, how do you guys feel about some RPGs? I'm thinking about beating Final Fantasy VI. Oh. I thought he had the momentum. I'm gonna give this one more good game over, and then... Yes, game, I'll keep doing this until I die. Which, Happens quite a bit, by the way, because I'm not very good at Mario. Man, I think on my own, I don't know, it's fun. It's like the issue of trying to figure out what should I stream and what do I not stream. So I'd like to beat Donkey Kong Country 2 and 100% that one by beating the levels. But the question is, do I... Okay, I'm gonna come back to this level next stream. Hopefully I'm in the better headspace for doing preciseness. But we'll just do this for now. I'll beat castle number 3, and that's probably gonna be it for tonight because I've got a lot to do. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm trying to get a little too fancy here. Wait a minute, you don't make eye contact with... Okay, you do, okay. I was like, wait, what? 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 Oh. Does he do the... Okay, he doesn't. So I don't know why, in Mario Brothers 3, even in the NES version, Mario would do this really fun somersault whenever he had the stars. I don't know why that wasn't included in this one, but you know... well, the coins are telling me to go down. Okay. So the only times that I really don't fault a Mario level for bad choices, like not like having coins lead to death and stuff, is if it's a troll level like in Mario Maker. They always let you know up front that, hey, this is a troll level. They do if they're smart. So when you... Okay, I just want to see something real fast. Because for me, the screen just really like got all janky there. So I'm watching the replay. Yep, okay. See, that's what happened. So if you play a troll level and you get mad because the game isn't as frustrating... Speed that. That's, you know, because it's a troll level. That's on you. You have to have go in with the right mindset. If you don't know what a troll level is, by the way, just go on YouTube and type in DGR troll level, and you'll know what a troll level is. If I can talk, is there anything here? That fish looks shocked that he's dead. I told you guys I don't have a good sense of timing. much fun with this game. See, this is the part. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So, when my friend and I were trying to do this K+, I love this game, but I'm not good at it, as it's been clearly demonstrated. I know there's a second exit out of that, but I'm just gonna play through this. Again, I'm not here to 100% this game, but my friend and I were playing, and he kept having to give me lives. I was that bad. And this is the infamous booze circle. Was this used in Mario Brothers 3? I cannot remember. Those guys always look like butlers, by the way. Like, look at the way they're just like, yes, you... Yeah, like, the butlers always think they're better than you. Which I think they're hired to be that. They are better than me, let's be honest here. They could probably, even with ghost hands, they could probably play this game better than I am. By the way, did you ever read that Super Mario World comic that Nintendo Power put out? I read it as a kid, and I went to look it up to see if I could buy it again, and I couldn't find it. And then thankfully they reprinted it. I was so happy they reprinted that one and The Legend of Zelda, which The Legend of Zelda has very little to do with Zelda. Which I always found it kind of funny. I liked it. There were some things about that was really cool. But the guy obviously had his own idea. He just put Link in it, so they could call it The Legend of Zelda. Ooh. He wants a hug, and then when you turn around to hug him, he gets embarrassed because all he wants is a hug. No hugs for you, Ghost. Yeah, the shadows for some reason, I'm not sure if it's a Super Nintendo problem or if it's the way I have this set up, but the shadows are really noticeable on this level. What are these things supposed to be? Oh. Oof. So, I think I'm going to play Donkey Kong Country before I play Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. I'll just start calling it Yoshi's Island. Okay, so there's got to be a switch somewhere. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to play Donkey Kong Country before I play Yoshi's Island. Just because those games are actually, in a rough way, they're connected. Where I need to pay attention to what I'm doing, because I die enough when I do pay attention. Anyway, they, yeah, they're connected because, and I'll mention this again, so if you see this, I'm sorry I'll be repeating myself, but, you know, that's how it goes. I always assume that somebody's watching the video, watching me for the first time, which, in my case, is highly likely. Because, yeah. Anyway, oh, that's what I was trying to figure out, if there's, okay. Oof. You guys are scary all of a sudden. So, yeah, so or Donkey Kong. How are Donkey Kong and Yoshi's Island connected? When Donkey Kong Country came out, the game was just super successful, and Nintendo told Shigeru Miyamoto, the president, said that they wanted to make a Mario game that used the same graphic systems, because in Donkey Kong Country they used a what's the word I'm looking for? They used this. This is what I need. They used a. By the way, don't hit the switch until you get at least 2 of those coins out of the way. In Donkey Kong Country, they used a computer to make a 3D model of the characters. So it was one of the earliest examples of 3D models in video games. And then they would position it, and using the computer program, they would position Donkey Kong from the side and in his pose, and then they would take an image of that and transfer it over to the sprite work. A sprite is just a 2D image. Like every frame is called a sprite. So this is a sprite. This would be a separate sprite. His walking animation is a sprite. His jump, his spin, these are all like individual sprites. Well, they would use the 3D models, put them in the pose that they needed, and they would convert that into the for the graphics for the game. And Nintendo wanted that to be the new thing, and Shigeru Miyamoto was against it. He didn't want every game to look and play the same, which I'm really grateful about that. I keep missing that. That's probably a mushroom. Oh, there's a mushroom. So he made Yoshi's Island to protest the decision that Nintendo wanted to do, like that decision. And it's a great game. It's as hard as nails. It's don't let the theme confuse you. So I want to play through these games, just as as life. I'm going to play through. I actually, my brother and I are talking about making a video game, a game that plays very similar to Stardew Valley. In some ways, it'll be the same genre. Hopefully, that's about as far as the game gets, as similarity. But we're talking about doing that. He has coding experience, and I have some game design and hopefully some artistic experience. I'm not good at drawing, but hopefully I can. Guys, I'll admit I couldn't do that again if I tried. Oh, that's going to despawn Yoshi. So I'm going to be playing through as many of the Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley games like that I can, to look at what they get right and what they get wrong. And I'm going to take notes on that to see like what I like from certain games. With A Wonderful Life being remade, which I was actually going to play that before the remake got announced. I was going to play through A Wonderful Life again on the GameCube. I have it on the PS2 and on the GameCube, but I was going to play it through on the GameCube, and I'm going to wait for the remake and play through that. But I'm also going to play through Magical Melody, which I hope is really close to being on the I hope that's on the short list for games that are going to get remade. That one, 64, and I think Back to Nature is already kind of remade because they remade Friends of Middletown, which was already the Back to Nature. Like Friends of Middletown was a port of Back to Nature, or vice versa. If I'm getting the titles correct, and I could totally be forgetting which one I'm talking about here, but anyway, I'm going to try to play through every Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons game. That's good. Like that's objectively a good, like a solid one, I should say. There's after Natsume and Xseed or Marvelous or whoever has the rights to it split, the Harvest Moon series just never recovered gameplay-wise. I thought I could hit that. Oh, okay. By the way, I've seen people complain about the hover nozzle in Super Mario Super Mario Sunshine. And to that I would like to remind people, because the reason why people complain about the hover nozzle is because it gives you a margin of error for your jumps. Oops. And the cape does the same thing, by the way. That's the point I've been trying to make, but I keep getting hit. This is a cool level, I like it. Oh! And then I suicide. Anyway, so again, these are just my thoughts. I've kind of pitched it in my in one of my Stardew Valley episodes where I was talking. I thought I'd get more air than that. But so if you want to go back to find what I'm talking about, you can. Oh, okay. Okay. Why did I start talking about that? I don't quite remember, but let's continue. So, we're going to be working on this game, and it's a long time before it comes out. But I want to play through any good farming RPG. And I got to study a time because this game is very specific, and I want it to feel that way. So I got to study out this timeline as well. It's a fantasy game. It'll be a fantasy set in a fantasy world, but I want to put some realistic elements to ground it. But anyway, that's what we're talking about. It we're definitely in the pre. We're in the really the pre-planning phases of all that right now, and we're hoping to see this game come out. Well, it's going to be a long time before the game comes out because we're both working. We're both doing full-time things, and we're both really busy individuals. So this will definitely be a side hustle for a lot of us for a lot of the time that we work on it. But yeah, it's something that I think has a lot of potential, and I will be demonstrating it how it plays as we progress, as working on the game progresses. Yeah. Oh, come on. It's nice of them to give you a little bit of a sign to show you, hey, the end is near. Okay, this castle, and then see if I magically get better. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Oh, come on. I think this might be longer. Yeah, I was trying to cheese it, and I paid the price. So, in the defense of people who don't mind the cape, but they hate the hover nozzle, the cape you can lose. I've never really, like, these levels are not bad. I've just never really cared for the ones where the bullet bills are just shot from off screen. I like the bullet bills that come from the cannons, because they're a little bit easier to predict where they're gonna come from. My boomer reflexes are not really. I'm not up to snuff all the time. I'm not a boomer, by the way. I just have boomer reflexes. Oh boy. Okay. Let's try not to do that again. Oof. I've always liked how the bullet bills have little arms. I've always thought that was fun. Nope, okay, so I have to... I have to believe in myself. Man dies trying to get one up. By the way, when you're a little kid and you play the Mario Brothers and you can't beat the first level, Super Mario Brothers 1. I played it when I was a little kid and I couldn't beat the first level. We'd hand over the controller to my brother. He would probably beat the first level and then get a game over in the second level. We had a friend come over and we were showing him how cool this game was. You know, the original NES, you know, the 8-bit graphics and how great this game was and how cool it was. And we're playing through it, and he then blew our minds when he decided to press down on a pipe. And I don't know what compelled him to press down on this pipe, but when you are... I probably need to get in there. When you're like a young kid, and you're learning about video games, and you find out that you can go down a pipe, your mind is blown. That was an experience. I need to quit rushing. See, that's one of my biggest problems is, I don't know, I think it's because Donkey Kong Country encourages you to play fast. Fruit's game design. And I do not do that very well. Like, I play fast, but these games kind of require patience. And I don't have a lot of that. I think, okay. I think what it is for me is I'm just worried that I'm putting on a bad show. So, of being worried about that, I try to like make it like flashy and cool, but I'm not great at video games. I'm not even good. I'm competent, and sometimes that's questionable. I rest my case. Oh boy, but I have fun. And hopefully, I can share some of that fun with you. Okay, I should have gone over that guy. Now that one fell. Here, I'm gonna watch the replay real fast. Yeah, the hitboxes do bother me in this game. But let's just go. Hey, that didn't transform the block. Okay. Come on. Okay, that is okay. Well. Oh, come on. Yeah, he launched it straight up. think after this I'm going to have to go back and listen to that Family Jewels, look up Family Jewels, Bowser's Castle cover. See, that one felt like I should have died. So there's one thing that I guess I need to wrap my head around a little bit more about how hitboxes work in this game, because I'm obviously not very good at it. Some people can tell you to the pixel. Like, okay, I felt like that was a fair death. Man, if I get a game over here, I'm going to probably call it. Come on, I can get Lemmy. Lemmy doesn't scare me. The lava bubbles do. I'm terrified of those things. Alright, here we go. If this is done, then I think I'm going to be done for the night. I hope my battery is good. Oh, no. Ah, okay. No. Stop it. Stop. Oh. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's gonna be it. That's almost, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. If my battery isn't good, I'll probably get back to this point on my Switch and just play through the rest of the game on my Switch. I'd rather play it on the Super Nintendo because I love playing these like on the original consoles. There's just something really cool about that. Well, let me see. I'm gonna quit anyway, so I might as well just check this out. That's one of the things you have to deal with in these games, though, is so the number here, by the way, shows you how many exits I have found. So cool. Okay. One of the things about these old consoles is they didn't know they were using the technology they had, and these cartridges, Mega Man X, didn't have a battery, so you couldn't save, so you'd use a password system. Well, Mario has a little battery inside of it that keeps your save. It keeps it, because, yeah, these consoles aren't capable of writing. Oh boy, it's super confusing. Anyway, so when you turn your power off, the battery would just give it enough juice so it would remember where you were at. The issue is batteries over time go bad. So if this battery is bad, I'll replace it and probably just get back here, and that way I can keep playing through these Mario games. I'm having a good time. I'm just not very good at Mario, especially the older titles. But I'm looking forward to it. And if you watched through this at all, I appreciate it. I really do. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And, well, I'm sorry. I apologize that I was lit so poorly. I should have done this. Anyway, that's fine. Now I'm in the shadows. Wahaha. As the camera adjusts. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good night. See ya.